I'm not sure how the flooding's been. We just got a lot of rain recently. I'm not sure if the island is accessible. We'll find out in a few minutes. This is the entrance to Pike Island. One bridge goes out there, and that's this bridge. There's almost 3 miles of shoreline around the island. It's a very extensive interior. Large population of deer that have become accustomed to me going out there. They used to come up to me a lot. I haven't been out here since earlier this year. So I don't know if the deer have a short-term memory. They may not come up to me. But it's a very sacred area as well, because the Lakota Memorial is right in this area. And with the Army fort up above, it's a sad tragedy for this area between, I think, 1862 and 1865. The innocent Lakota men that were hung on the fort. Also, over 1,200 old men, women, and children were held by the U.S. Army, the government, in this area. And because of poor living conditions and neglect, I think over 300 died. Precious children, old elders, women. I'm not sure how much the government has changed since then. But the history is definitely a sad case. I always come out here in memory of those lost that perished for no reason. There's never really a reason for people to be treated like that. And I think it's still happening on a global scale around the country, other countries. History repeats itself constantly. I don't know why that's the universal law that seems to be on this world. Men will never really care about each other, respect each other, and care each other enough to help each other out on a global scale. I don't want to get too much into talking politics and what I've been just discussing. This is definitely a wonderful area for people who want to come out and enjoy the Mother Earth and nature. The island is secluded from Fort Snelling State Park. FYI, for my Bigfoot field research followers, there has been evidence out here of Bigfoot in the past. And I'm hoping to get a good documentation of what I experienced out here before. Everything from a large tree being shaken violently and nothing's there by it. A large branch parallel like this. I just happened to look up at the tree line when I was out there, and I saw this branch. It was like this, sitting this way, but it struck a tree and fell down. So there's definitely some oddities out here. And there's no reason why Bigfoot can't really exist even in park systems like this. Because I believe we're dealing with something that's not only a physical being, but it's in a paranormal category. And anybody that's spiritual like myself, there is an afterlife, there is a dimension where we can't see it, it's always here. And these beings, I don't know what their connection is to creation and the spiritual scope of all things, but I believe they're able to travel in and out of these dimensions or the spiritual realm. That's just my belief on Bigfoot research. A lot of people on Facebook don't realize I'm a Bigfoot field research investigator, and I've had some paranormal experiences, not only in my sighting area near Rice Creek, Chain Lakes Park, but also in places further north. I definitely had an experience that was enough to make me an acceptance of this being in the paranormal range. In my sighting area, I was meditating, relaxing, had my eyes closed. I wish I would have had the camera on. As I opened my eyes and looked to my right, there was something right here looking at me. And I was so freaked out that as I turned to really look into it, it just kind of disappeared. But just sitting there watching me. So I didn't know what to make of that. And also I've seen movement through some brush and a tree line where nothing was there, but something was pushing down the branches and disrupting the environment as it went into this tree line in my sighting area. Also disturbing birds. Ending my spiritual, I go on these little spiritual journeys where I step back and take a break from everything I'm doing and re-energize myself. And I'm ending that period by coming out here in Mother Earth's domain, creation, as a very spiritual, sacred thing, because people don't realize what you see behind me, the trees, the forest, the earth, everything from the beginning. And when he created the heavens and the earth, the Great Spirit God, we are created from that creation. So we all have a connection to everything you see around me. We all have a connection to ourselves. And it's a sad state of affairs to see in other countries and in our cities and many other places around the globe. If we're all connected like this, in almost like a brother-sister relationship from our Creator, there's no reason why we should be treating each other with disrespect. And that's a wide scope of things what I'm trying to talk about. Well, I'm going to head out there and try to get a little filming of my dear friends, I hope. But as I move through this creation out here, I feel I'm almost like Neo felt when he realized the Matrix and his life wasn't real and it was part of a Matrix. And he saw this Matrix around him. And I see that in a metaphor sense right now. I see a spiritual creation of all things out here. It's still here from the beginning. And I try to connect myself to this and to people. So